What is up, Wisecrack Nation? It's your boy Navi here, back after a 2-week hiatus. It's been really interesting so far with The Flash. As of right now, we're on Season 5, Episode 5, titled All Doll Up. And at this point right now, we're at Joe's house because Nora's decided to move in because she's a bit of a baby. We're already starting off this episode with both Barry and Nora worrying over Nora and why she's not answering her phone. And because of that, now there's a robbery in progress in which a motorcyclist is driving around trying to elude the police. But during his escape, there's a second motorcyclist who he passes the merchandise off to. And since Nora isn't there to answer, Barry has no clue that the thief doesn't have the art piece. But luckily Nora shows up. But unfortunately she manages to screw up again, because when she catches the second motorcyclist, she causes an accident which almost kills 2 innocent people. But luckily for her, Barry was there to intercept and save them. And of course, now both Iris and Barry are gonna have to get on Nora because she's always moving so fast and never pays attention to what she does that they're gonna have an argument. Like I said before, send Nora's ass back to the future. I still feel really bad for Cisco at this point because everyone still thinks that he's dead. He's also still healing from the fact that he had his butt kicked by Cicada, but at least he's still alive. And he's able to help Caitlin pinpoint where her father may be. I've seen some weird and interesting criminals on The Flash in all 5 seasons, but I've never seen one like this. This guy can contort himself and do whatever. This guy is creepy as hell. So I guess since Barry and Iris are now working the same case and trying to catch the same meta, they're gonna have a date while doing so. As in character development, Nora goes down while Cecile goes up. Nora needs to learn how to shut her mouth. Cecile needs to learn how to talk more because she is freaking awesome when she tells Nora that she needs to learn how to respect her mother more, because Nora believes that because she has super speed, she's entitled to be a brat. She's 25 years of age, and yet she's acting like she's a victim. Ding, send her ass back to the future. Like I said, Cecile goes up again after Nora tries to assemble a baby crib together, but does the millennial thing and forgets to use the nails to put it together. I'm really starting to worry about Cisco because ever since the death of Vibe came out, he hasn't been able to fully use his abilities like he normally would, because by this time, his wounds have reopened and he's starting to bleed. Apart from that, we see Barry and Iris on a date at Star Labs, not only going over the evidence and enjoying their dinner, but realizing that the evidence that Barry has recovered is not human. Well, it is human, but they can't get any DNA off of it. And then a bomb threat is called in, to which Barry has to go rescue the victim just to see the villain get away through a vent. Like he's a origami person. Like I said, the villains of this show are getting weirder and weirder. Well, isn't Barry the genius? Not only has he found out how to get DNA off of the hair that he recovered from the scene, but now they have a face to put to the villain. Peter Merkel the son of a billionaire. You have to be one of the stupidest people on earth if you're gonna break and entering on your criminal background, but you're the son of a billionaire. That means you have money. How stupid can you be? So I guess because they know who it is now, both Barry and Iris are gonna go out on a date to the gala where his mother's holding an event to find out where Peter is. This ought to be fun. You know what? I call flag on the play. Since Cisco passed out trying to use his powers, no more. Have him sit out the rest of the episode. After finding out why Peter is the way that he is and why he became a villain, Barry and Iris are still gonna go ahead and have a good time at the party. And I have to tell you right now, remember earlier in the season when I told you guys have your boyfriend applications ready for Iris? Keep them on hand because she is on fire in that red dress that she's wearing. The most messed up thing about this whole party situation is not only does Iris see herself like Peter's mother, but she thinks that she's the reason why Nora's messed up. No, Nora is messed up because Nora doesn't know how to stop moving. And the one thing that makes it worse is that friggin' guy's there in that mask looking creepy as all hell. Well, we've come to the realization of why Cisco can't vibe without feeling pain, because he still has dark matter in his system, which sucks the most because he can't vibe anymore. But you know what? That doesn't stop him from being who he is, as Caitlin said. He may be a superhero named Vibe, but he will not stop being Cisco Ramon, genius engineer. Well, we finally come to terms with why Iris is trying to be such a great mother, because she doesn't want to happen to wind up like her and her mother's relationship did before she passed away. So she feels entirely bad, but who's there to help her realize she can do better and be better? But Barry, of course. As I said before, Cecile gets an extra point going up because she helped Nora finally figure out that her mother is not the enemy but a good person by telling her stories all day of how her mother helped Barry when he was younger, coping with his parents' death. We're gonna have to wind up doing something good for Cecile because she's too good for this family. And once again, things get interesting as we see Peter Merkel, the villain of the episode, knock out Barry from behind and tells Iris while he's on a video call with Barry, if you want him, come and get him. This dude appearing out of nowhere and popping up and stretching out and doing all this and that is too extra. It's having me think about the Ring and how people are coming out of TVs and out of wells and crap. Now we have a great big problem. Barry's kidnapped and no one is able to help him. No Vibe, no Killer Frost, and no Excess. So who's left? Oh, we have Ralph coming to the rescue. But here's the thing that I never thought I would see. Ralph imitating Spider-Man because he read it in a comic, flipping through the air with his webs. But instead of flipping, he's elongating his arms to reach building to building. That is one of the greatest freaking things I have ever seen in the Flash history so far that this show has been on. I swear to God, this Peter dude is so freaking creepy doing that upside down spider walk like he's Bray Wyatt from the WWE. That crap is giving me chills hearing his bone creaking. Ugh, Jesus. Hey, I gotta admit, I want to give Iris an award for Wife of the Year because when that dude drops Barry off of the ledge Oh my goodness, I did not expect her to dive overboard in order to save Barry. Because when I saw that, I immediately thought, is she Spider Woman or what? Because she jumped over in a heartbeat. And unfortunately for them, Nora showed up at the last moment, but Iris had already released Barry, proving that behind every great superhero, there's a great superwoman. And luckily for Barry, he didn't have to get involved in capturing Peter Merkel, aka the dolled up Meta, because Ralph came falling off the side of a building with Peter inside of him, crushed underneath. So luckily Ralph got the job done as this episode's hero. So I guess the MVP of this episode is Iris, the only member of the team without superpowers. Because if she hadn't dove off that building to catch Barry, there'd be no more of the Flash, and you know that. But all in all, she did a really good job this episode, and the team is so proud of her. And not only that, but I think Nora's starting to come around and realize that her mother isn't the bad person that she makes her out to be in the future. And second runner-up goes Ding 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 to Ralph for assisting in catching Ragdoll, as Cisco has named him. So I guess now Nora and Iris are finally becoming one and bonding with one another as both mother and daughter. Barry, is keeping a watchful eye from the distance, but he can see that those two are going to work together just fine and be one great big happy family. Let's just hope Nora learns how to be more accepting and rational instead of fast and stupid. And now, thanks to Cisco's smart engineering and ingenuity, the team has 4 new satellites that they're going to use for the team and make it available for them not only to find Caitlin's father, but use for any superhero purpose that they need be. This episode has been amazing and possibly the best so far out of the 5. I'm really glad to see that Team Flash is back to doing what it does best. Well, Wisecrack Nation, it's best that I go back into the Speed Force until next week, because we have something coming up sooner or later that's going to be very interesting for the whole team. Not just them, but the entire DC universe. So, once again, I want to thank you guys for watching, and you know what to do. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Remember, stay wise and crack hard.